If every time you get out of a chair feels harder than the last, and your legs seem to get weaker each month, you could be just months away from losing your independence and mobility without realizing it until it is too late. Most people over 50 overlook this mistake, thinking slower movements or muscle loss is just a fact of aging. But ignoring these warning signs could lead to more falls, hospital stays, and living with regrets about the things you can no longer do. The truth is, age-related muscle loss is far more common and more serious than many people think. Every year, tens of millions of adults over 50 lose muscle and strength. It often starts so quietly you might notice you are pushing yourself up from a chair more with your arms than your legs. Or carrying a grocery bag suddenly feels heavier. Maybe you find yourself walking more slowly or feeling unsteady for the first time, even on level ground at home. You may chalk it up to getting older, but these are actually signals from your body, warning you that your muscles are weakening and that everyday independence is at risk. Imagine not being able to keep up on a family walk, or struggling to open the jars or bottles you always managed before. What if everyday chores like gardening or tidying the house left you completely drained halfway through? If these changes sound familiar, you are not alone. Most of us think these issues are a normal part of growing older, but many can be prevented or even reversed when you recognize them early. So why does muscle disappear as we get older, even for those who used to be active or felt strong earlier in life? And more importantly, is it possible to stop or even undo some of this loss? Today I'll walk you through the warning signs, the reasons muscle loss speeds up after 50, and the specific foods that could help you protect your strength. Based on what we now understand from leading research, this video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. So let's talk about some of the main signs of muscle loss. Most people don't notice until they start affecting day-to-day life. The first clue is often how you move. Maybe you used to spring out of your favorite chair without thinking, but now you pause and have to push down with your hands to help yourself up. This change is a sign your leg muscles, especially your thighs, are losing strength. Once strong legs start to weaken, you may find getting up from low chairs, sofas, or car seats much more challenging. The second sign is a decrease in your walking pace. What once was a brisk walk becomes more of a shuffle, or you catch yourself struggling to keep up with friends or family during a stroll. Even crossing a street can feel rushed because you worry the traffic light will change before you are across. Research has shown that a slow walking speed, technically called gait speed, is linked to both muscle health and independence in later life. The next sign comes with balance. If you find yourself stumbling more, or you feel less steady on your feet even in familiar places like the kitchen or living room, it might be your leg and core muscles are weakening. Weak muscles, especially in your thighs, hips, and stomach, make it harder for your body to steady itself, meaning even a small slip can lead to a dangerous fall. A more subtle sign is noticing your arms or legs look thinner than they used to. Even if your weight on the scale stays about the same, that's often muscle giving way to more body fat or connective tissue. Metabolism may also slow down because muscle burns more calories than fat. So you might notice body changes or unexpected weight gain even without eating more. Fatigue is another clue. If you used to breeze through activities like gardening, taking out the trash, or vacuuming but now find you need to stop and rest, your muscles may be losing both mass and strength. This isn't just tiredness from overdoing it. It's true muscle fatigue and slower recovery. Often, muscle loss affects how your joints feel too. Weak muscles provide less support for your knees and hips, sometimes making existing joint aches and arthritis symptoms worse. This cycle of weakness and joint pain can lead you to move less, which in turn speeds up muscle loss even more, a frustrating loop. So, why do our muscles shrink and weaken so much after 50 or 60? The main cause is a mix of biological changes and shifts in lifestyle that most people don't notice at first. Some of the key factors include changes in important hormones as we age. After about age 50 or 60, hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, which work like project managers for muscle building, start to fade. That means fewer signals are sent for muscle repair and growth after daily wear and tear. Insulin resistance is another hidden factor, making it harder for our muscle cells to take in the nutrients they need, especially after a meal. The older we get, the less efficiently our muscles use the protein from food to repair and rebuild. The body's ability to build new muscle from food, called muscle protein synthesis, drops as well. Not only do we need more protein than we did when we were younger, but our muscles are also slower to use and respond to those nutrients. Unless we make changes to our diet and activity, the body burns through muscle faster than it can rebuild it, and activity matters a lot. When everyday tasks become tougher, or we are sidelined by even short illnesses or injuries, it is easy to get into the habit of doing less. Unfortunately, less movement means less signal to the body to hold on to how much muscle we have. Even missing 2 weeks of activity during a cold or a minor injury can cost you meaningful strength that can take months to reclaim. Nutrition and absorption are also critical. Many adults over 60 eat less overall protein than recommended. Sometimes appetite shrinks with age, or chewing and swallowing become challenging, or certain health conditions lead us to restrict foods. Our gut also absorbs nutrients less efficiently as we get older, meaning some of the protein we do eat isn't fully available to our muscles. But there is real hope. Research now shows that age-related muscle loss is not only natural, but also highly responsive to simple, focused changes. You don't just have to live with it. What matters most is providing your muscles with the right building blocks, in the right form and at the right times. The key is targeting foods your body can absorb easily and that are rich in leucine, a specific amino acid that helps switch on muscle repair. So what foods does the science point to as the most effective for building new muscle and protecting your strength from 50 onwards? Let's explore the 8 most powerful and practical muscle-building foods for older adults and why they work so well. First, Greek yogurt, either full-fat or 2%. Greek yogurt is a concentrated source of protein, easy to eat and gentle on the stomach, including for those with dental trouble. Just one small tub, about 6 ounces, can provide 15 to 20 grams of protein, enough to get the muscle-building process underway after a meal or activity. Greek yogurt delivers both fast-digesting whey and slow-digesting casein proteins, meaning you get both an immediate boost and hours of steady muscle repair. Having it after a walk or as a pre-bed snack can give your body the building blocks for nighttime muscle growth. Second, wild-caught salmon. Salmon packs not just 22 grams of protein in a 3-ounce serving, but is also one of nature's best sources of omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA. These healthy fats have been shown in research to help lower chronic inflammation throughout the body, which in turn supports muscle repair. Salmon is also soft, versatile, and easy to prepare, even from a can. Next, eggs, but the entire egg, including the yolk. Eggs contain all the essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild, and the yolk is full of vitamin D and healthy fats that help your body absorb nutrients effectively. 2 to 3 eggs per day, whether scrambled, hard-boiled, or in an omelet, can provide a reliable and budget-friendly base for your daily protein goals. Fourth, whey protein powder. This is perhaps the single most efficient way to give your body the leucine it needs to trigger new muscle growth, especially right after activity. Whey is rapidly absorbed, easy to mix into drinks or smoothies, and a scoop will usually give you 20 to 25 grams of complete protein. Fifth, cottage cheese. Like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese is rich in casein, the slowest digesting protein, ideal for sustained overnight muscle repair. 4 ounces before bed is a great way to keep your muscles fed as you sleep. You can add some berries or a little chopped fruit for variety. Sixth, lentils and beans. While animal sources of protein are usually more complete, plant-based proteins like beans and lentils offer plenty of protein along with the fiber older adults need for digestion and blood sugar balance. They are soft and easy to prepare whenever you enjoy them. Try to pair beans or lentils with a grain like brown rice or whole wheat bread, creating a complete protein. 7th, lean beef. Beef offers a unique combination: high quality, easily absorbed protein, significant iron for energy, and creatine, which helps your muscles generate the quick energy for activities like standing up or climbing stairs. Opt for leaner cuts to keep fat and cholesterol in check. Slow-cooked stews or ground beef are easier to chew and digest if you have trouble with tougher meats. 8th, almonds and walnuts, and the real power here lies in how easy they are to add anywhere. Nuts give you calories, healthy fats, magnesium for muscle function, and a little extra protein. They help boost the protein and calorie content of yogurt, oatmeal, or even salads, especially if your appetite is lower than it used to be. So now you might be asking, how much protein should you really aim for? And how do you spread it through your day? According to current research, most older adults need more protein than they were told in the past to keep muscles strong. The best estimate is about 1-2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or your weight in pounds divided by 2, then multiplied by 1/2. For a 150-pound person, that's roughly 82 grams of protein per day. Critically, try not to eat all your protein at once. Studies from the Mayo Clinic and others suggest that the body best uses about 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. If you spread that out, say, eggs and cottage cheese for breakfast, salmon and lentils for lunch, beef stew and yogurt for dinner, you will provide your muscles with several signals throughout the day to repair and grow. But nutrition is only half the solution. The other secret is consistent, safe movement. Muscles only respond and grow stronger when they are challenged. You do not need a gym nor heavy weights, but you do need to prioritize functional movements that mimic daily activities and keep you steady and confident. I always recommend starting with the chair squat. Sit down into and stand up from a sturdy chair without using your hands, moving slowly and with control. Even a few repetitions, 3 times a week, strengthens the thighs and hips, key for getting up or down safely. Another is the wall push-up. This simple move builds your chest, shoulders, and arms using just your body weight in a wall, reducing the risk of falls. Start a couple of feet from the wall, hands flat and shoulder width apart. Lower yourself slowly, then push back to the starting position. Calf raises. The simple act of lifting up onto the balls of your feet while holding a chair can reawaken the muscles in your lower legs that help with balance. Again, make the movement slow and controlled. Light resistance bands can add gentle challenge without joint stress. Bicep curls with bands help you carry bags. Tricep exercises with bands support pushing out of chairs or beds, and moving your leg out to the side with a band around your ankle builds essential hip strength. None of these exercises need to be done in high numbers or with heavy resistance at the start. What matters is doing them consistently, at least 3 sessions a week, and always focusing on good, controlled form over how many times you can do an exercise. Take a rest day or 2 in between to let your muscles recover and grow. And remember the protein timing principle. Your muscles respond best to protein soon after being challenged. After your activity, enjoy a meal or snack packed with easy-to-absorb protein. Greek yogurt, a whey protein shake, or eggs work well within an hour to maximize repair. There are a few crucial safety steps to protect yourself as you make these changes. First, talk with your doctor or healthcare provider before jumping into new foods, supplements, or exercise routines, especially if you have chronic kidney or heart conditions. High protein intake may not be safe for everyone, particularly those with reduced kidney function. If you have concerns about your mobility or balance, a physical or occupational therapist can tailor exercises to your needs and help prevent injury while you gain confidence. Hydration can't be ignored either. Your muscles are mostly water, and even mild dehydration can cause cramps, weakness, or dizzy spells, not to mention increase your risk of dangerous falls. Ideally, try for 8 glasses of water or hydrating fluid each day, even if you do not feel thirsty. Tea, broth, or milk all count as well. Take care to avoid moving too quickly in any exercise. The goal is not to lift heavy weights or compete with your old records, but to rebuild solid, stable strength safely. If an exercise causes sharp pain, especially in joints, stop and talk to a healthcare professional before continuing. Be mindful of how medications may interact with your muscle and nutrition goals. Some drugs, like corticosteroids, can actually accelerate muscle loss, so hitting your daily protein target and staying active is even more essential. Other medications, such as statins, may lead to muscle aches, so always share new pain or changes with your doctor. Now, let's boil all of these steps down to a realistic action plan. You can start first thing tomorrow morning. Step 1 is to calculate your daily protein goal, about 2 grams per kilogram of your body weight. Then make a plan to spread that protein evenly over 3 meals, each with 25 to 30 grams of quality protein. Breakfast might be eggs and cottage cheese. Lunch could be a serving of salmon and lentils, and dinner could pair lean beef with a side of beans. Step 2 is to give your muscles a reason to grow by adding in functional, safe resistance exercise like chair squats, wall push-ups, and calf raises 3 times a week. Use resistance bands if you have them, or simply your own body weight to start. Always move slowly, never rushing the motion. Step 3 is pairing your exercise with the right foods at the right times. Try to have an easy-to-eat protein source like Greek yogurt or a whey protein shake within an hour after you finish your session. This practice can make each movement you do more effective at triggering muscle repair and growth. Remember, preventing muscle loss is not something you need to leave to chance or genetics. Sarcopenia, as doctors call it, is one of the main reasons older adults lose independence. But decades of research show your body can rebuild strength at any age if you give it the right fuel and use it regularly. So why not get started? Begin with these 8 easy-to-find foods and 3 essential movements right at home. Give your muscles a fighting chance, and you may be surprised at the changes you feel in your energy, your strength, and your confidence in daily life. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips on staying strong and healthy after 50. And let me know in the comments which food made the biggest difference for your strength. Stick around for more practical advice on living well at any age.